Hello and welcome to the Blackboard Ultra Showcase, an overview of training and support for STCC faculty. Before we dive into Blackboard Ultra, we want to pause and recognize the people who made the transition Blackboard Ultra possible. Our Blackboard Ultra leadership team has guided the planning process, and our trainer, B, along with the Blackboard client support team, provided invaluable expertise. Most importantly, we want to thank our faculty fellows and Ultra early adopters who spent their summer and fall learning Ultra, experimenting, and giving us feedback. Their input has directly shaped the training model we'll be sharing with all of you today. This truly has been a team effort. This session is an introduction to Blackboard Ultra. We'll provide a high-level overview of what Ultra looks like, how it compares to Blackboard Learn, and what the transition will mean for your teaching. You will see a short overview of Blackboard Ultra, and we will walk through the training and support available to you and what resources we've put in place. We want to share with all of you what is happening as we move forward with transitioning to Blackboard Ultra here at STCC. Think of this as a roadmap for the year ahead. Before we talk logistics, here's the big picture. Many of you have heard this statement before from us. When Kyle and Marisha were learning Blackboard Learn, we still had tape decks in our cars, and CD players in the dash were becoming the standard. So in 2025, it's time for the new standard. Blackboard Ultra is the new course experience. It streamlines navigation and brings a cleaner, more consistent design so students know exactly where to find things and you can manage courses more efficiently. But the biggest thing is that there are new tools, new features, and you will be able to develop learning for students living in the world of 2025. Thank you for taking the time to prepare for the transition from Blackboard Learn to Blackboard Ultra. It's time for logistics. Our rollout is phased. Ultra faculty fellows learned to use Ultra this summer and began teaching in Ultra last fall. Early adopters completed training and prepared an Ultra course in the fall and begin teaching in Ultra with the spring 2026 semester. Everyone else is a right-on-timer. Spring and summer offer training for our right-on-time group. By fall 2026, all courses at STCC run in Ultra. We understand that you have a lot on your plates, teaching full load or above load, advising and other campus responsibilities. We're giving you choice and flexibility in completing training. We're making training as user-friendly as possible. Every workshop is available in person, as a live webinar, or as a self-paced online module. Mix and match as needed. The content aligns across formats. Each in-person or webinar workshop is 2 hours long, and you can expect to spend about the same amount of time on each self-paced unit. You can complete some of your training in person, some via webinar, and some as a self-paced module. During spring 2026, you'll participate in the Ultra Conversion Success Track workshops. These sessions are designed to guide you step by step through the transition to Blackboard Ultra. Think of them as your foundation for a smooth and confident conversion. Participation into the Conversion Success Track is required for all full-time faculty and strongly encouraged for all adjunct faculty. As you go, you may also choose to attend additional Ultra Tool workshops. These are optional, but very helpful if you want extra practice with specific features or tools. You can attend only what you need. All courses should be built using the official STCC Blackboard Ultra template and course format. This ensures consistency for students across courses and makes navigation easier. The template also supports accessibility and best practices right from the start. You'll work closely with STCC instructional designers to design and prepare one course in Ultra. By fall 2026, all of your courses will be taught in Blackboard Ultra. By this point, you'll have completed training, built at least one course with support, and gain the experience needed to teach confidently in Ultra. The core path is 3 Conversion Success Track workshops. The Conversion Success Track workshops need to be completed in order. The remaining Ultra Tool workshops can be completed in any order. Attend those workshops that are relevant to your teaching. The Conversion Success Track workshops are Workshop 1, Navigation, Features, and Tools. This workshop covers system and core features which are essential for effective course management and administration. Workshop 2, Creating Course Content, will get you started with creating and managing content in Blackboard Ultra courses. Workshop 3, Learn to Ultra Conversion workshop focuses on converting courses from Blackboard Learn to Ultra. These 3 workshops build on each other and need to be completed in order. Completing all 3 of the Conversion Success Track workshops will give you the skills to begin teaching and building courses in Ultra. Ultra Tool workshops go beyond the core. Choose targeted workshops when you are ready to refine your skills and go deeper in your understanding of the Ultra system. Each workshop focuses on one teaching tool. Whether it is discussions and communication tools, assignments, tests, the AI design assistant, or the gradebook, these sessions help you use the tools you need to teach. The Ultra Right on Time training adds a new component. We are building micro-learning lessons on specific topics that you can use as a resource as you build and teach your courses. The mini lesson topics are rubrics, analytics, accommodations, and other adjustments, achievements, and groups. If you prefer maximum flexibility and like independent learning, then the self-paced course is for you. All right-on-timers will automatically be enrolled in the online course that opens to faculty on February 9th. Content in the course is released based on completion of previous units. You need to complete the Conversion Success Track Unit 3 to gain access to Ultra Tool workshops and mini lessons. If you like learning with peers and real-time Q&A, in-person and webinar workshops are your best bet. Workshops start the week of February 9th. Register for the dates that work for you. The content aligns with the self-paced class, and you can refer to the self-paced content for review. In fact, some early adopter faculty have recommended reviewing class content before coming to the synchronous workshop. If you are going self-paced, there is nothing else to do at this time. You will log into Blackboard starting on February 9th and locate the Learn to Ultra Right on Timers course. If you are doing some live sessions, use the registration link to select dates. You can access the QR code for the registration link on this slide, or go to the CITL Blackboard Ultra website. We will demonstrate the registration process. Hello, Right on Time faculty. I'm going to show you how to register for workshops for the Blackboard Ultra transition process. I'm on the Blackboard Ultra page. Here you can find the Right on Timers handout, as well as the course shell request form. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to select Blackboard Ultra Training Information. This takes me to the Ultra Training and Workshops page. On the Training and Workshops page, you can see a summary of what the workshop schedule is going to look like, when webinars will be offered, and when in-person workshops will be offered. You can then scroll down to the How Do I Register section. Here you see a link to the CITL Bookings page and some information about registration. You can also select Register for Webinar and in-person workshops and detailed list of available workshops and times. If you go to Detailed Available Workshops and Times, you will see each of the workshops 1 through 8 with the specific dates and times when they're available for webinar and in-person meetings. I'm going to go back to the Trainings page, and here I can either select Register for Webinar and in-person workshops or the CITL Bookings page. Both will take me to the same Zoom Scheduler page. I'm going to select Register for Webinar and in-person workshops. This takes me to Zoom Scheduler. Here I see all the available workshops for which I can register. The workshops with an orange dot are webinar workshops. Workshops with a blue dot are in-person workshops. Remember that workshops 1 through 3 are required for all full-time faculty. I'm going to select Workshop 1, Navigation, Features, and Tools Webinar. This takes me to the available dates and times for Workshop 1. I see the first available workshop is on February 9th at 2 p.m., and I see that there are 15 seats still available for this workshop. I can also advance the calendar from February into March, where I see that there's another date for Workshop 1 on March 6th. If I select March 6th, I see that there's a 10 a.m. workshop. I can click on that date, and that takes me to the workshop registration screen where I can put in my name, my email, and click Book. When you book your workshop, you will receive an automated email and it will be added to your STCC Google Calendar. All training participants are required to complete checkpoint challenges, regardless of the modality. The checkpoint challenges will be in the Learn to Ultra, Right on Timers course. Completing checkpoint challenges with 75% accuracy for Units 1, 2, and 3 is required. For Units 1, 2, and 3, completing the checkpoint challenge with at least a 75% will open the next unit of content. After completing Unit 3 and the checkpoint challenge, all remaining units will become available. There are a few key course deadlines to keep in mind as you move through the Learn to Ultra, Right on Timers course. First, you'll want to make sure you are logged into the course by February 23rd so you can access all materials and stay on track from the start. Next, you'll need to complete the Unit 1 checkpoint challenge by March 16th. Finally, all 3 units of the Conversion Success track, Units 1 through 3, must be completed by May 22nd. Support is layered. Meet one-on-one with an instructional designer after training to address additional Blackboard questions. Know you can reach out to talk about revising teaching practices, trying out new activities, and utilizing Ultra to its full potential. Keep momentum with additional workshops for Q&A and peer interaction. You will end up with 3 different course shells in Ultra. Let's clarify. When workshops begin and the online class opens on February 9th, you will receive a sandbox course shell. This will have the Ultra course template and will be your place to test out Ultra features as you learn. After completing Unit 3, you will receive 2 additional course shells. The Ultra Development shell will have the Ultra course template and will be your place to build an Ultra course if you like starting from a blank slate. We will teach you how to copy content into your Ultra Development shell and how to create new content. You will also receive a Force Conversion shell. The Force Conversion course shell will have content from the course that you requested on the course shell request form. It may look messy at first, but we will guide you through the steps of organizing content. Please request your course shell by January 23rd. Use the course shell request form so your course development space is ready on time. Scott Lambert will create the Force Conversion and Ultra Development shells based on your course request form. The Blackboard Ultra page will be your single doorway to support, training materials, help options, and links to schedule time with instructional designers. We will point you to the hub and keep it updated throughout the rollout. This will be the home for Blackboard Ultra moving forward. On the Student Online and Digital Resources page, there is a dedicated page to Blackboard Ultra. This space gives students instructions on learning in an Ultra course. Additionally, students enrolled in Blackboard Ultra courses will have a dedicated Blackboard Ultra orientation course. Let's review through the Right on Timers timeline. You need to request your course shell by Friday, January 23rd. Training officially begins on February 9th, giving you time to start exploring Ultra and building your skills. By February 23rd, you'll need to log into the Learn to Ultra, Right on Timers. Your next milestone is March 16th, when Unit 1 must be completed. Finally, the full Conversion Success track should be completed by May 22nd, ensuring you're ready to move forward with your Ultra course. Please visit the CITL Blackboard Ultra page for all additional information and links.